So I'm on financial aid, and I know that I only have so much money, every term. I don't get help from my parents, it's just me. I don't work, and I know that I have to allocate a lot of money for textbooks.
This House bill is an attempt to make education more affordable for college students.
Typically, I spend anywhere from it's like 150 to 300.
Reason for the rising overall cost of education has been the cost of textbooks, which has really been going up a lot every year. And we need to find ways to control those costs. And I think that there are a number of things that we could be doing in order to bring down the cost of textbooks by looking at things like bulk purchasing of textbooks, where all the universities and colleges in the state come together and purchase them together, get a better deal that way.
All bookstores try hard, I'm sure, but not all of them have the range of the college stores in Oregon don't all have the range of services and options, digital books and rental and all that stuff that we have, and that we're always trying to do more of. We're always trying to go forward and find new things. So if this bill ends up bringing students throughout the state in higher education more of those kinds of things, it'll just inevitably be helpful.
I don't really see it costing much of anything. There'll be some staff time required of, the Department of Education, the Chancellor's office, but I don't really see much cost attached to this.
I'm concerned about the idea that the state would decide a certain list of textbooks that every, say, introductory algebra class had to use, because goes against academic freedom.
It's about to be heard in the Higher Education Committee, which I'm the co-chair of. This is in the House. We're going to have the hearing next week. We have a number of people who are coming to testify, faculty, students, someone from an open source textbook group, and to inform the representatives about it, convince them to pass it. My hope is that it will be passed out of that higher education subcommittee and will eventually go to the floor of the House of Representatives, be passed there, and then go over to the Senate and be passed there.
I don't know, it depends whether if they start distributing books to people and lending them out or something like that. I guess it could cut into our sales, it's possible. It is what it is. It's like, if it's going to help students, we're a nonprofit, we're here as a service organization. So I'd be sorry if our textbook sales drop, but it isn't. It just goes along with what our own mission is. So as long as it makes sense, as long as the programs they do make sense, then that's fine.
So I think that it would affect me if the bookstore wasn't able to sustain itself. If they had to cut costs so much that they weren't even around. Then I have to go, buy my books at places like Amazon or, Borders, Barnes and Nobles, and I know I can't afford paying for textbooks from a place like that. Brand new books at full price.